YouTube is happening. It is Saturday, September 20th, and we are talking baseball today. There are 16 games on the slate. You can see them before you. We have a doubleheader going on in Minnesota. You can see one there and one tonight. So we're going to break all these games down, spreadsheet, props, everything we always do. But let's recap yesterday because I think it was a good day. Actually, I know it was a good day because Nico, over, Rogers, Crochet, over, and Dodgers all hit. That's a 7-0 sweep on the day. Beautiful. We take those. People have already tagged me. They took all the plays, put them in parlays apparently. Crazy, yes, but hey, good job. Whatever. So madness. Yeah. So 7-0, tons of profit. The green as you can get. And there was also a ton of live bets hit last night while we were doing live betting in the Patreon chat. Fun stuff overall. Great day of baseball. And now we move on to today. While everybody else is focused on football, I got you today. Don't worry. I'm still doing baseball. I don't run away because football's here. No. So we focus on baseball. So enough of that. Let's, if you want all the plays typed out, obviously, for every sport, or you just want access to the spreadsheets like this, go check out the HQ. Simple as that. So enough of that. We have our 16 games. This could be a long video, so let's jump to the first one right now. All right, first game that we're going to focus on is the day game. It's going to be Atlanta, Detroit. That's our first game. We can see Detroit's a slight favorite at home with a 9 total. We come over here to the spreadsheets. We look at our information. We see Detroit's information. What I do kind of want to know is I want to look at playoffs. I want to see who's where and what can we focus on there. So I want to see some scenarios. I want to see magic numbers, things like that. So let's see, where can I find a good chart? I know they're out there. Let me just go straight to the standings. That's probably good enough. Don't even need to worry about it. So let's just pop over here real quick. Let's take a look at this stuff. So we'll come back. So in the American League, we can see currently Tampa has been eliminated officially now. Sad times, I know, but whatever. So you see those 3 teams. Who else? Anybody else? Minnesota? That's nothing new. A's are officially eliminated. That's a new one from last time we looked a couple days ago. Phillies clinched. We know that. Washington eliminated, nothing new. Chicago clinched, we know that. Dodgers clinched last night, we knew that. So nothing crazy out there at all. What do we, show me some wild card. Let's see who's leading and what's. Those are your remaining teams in the AL, and then the NL, a whole bunch of teams. Braves are alive still? Come on. Like, what are we doing here? They're 9 back, there's 9 games to go. They're done. They're done. Let's keep it real. I don't care if they win all their games. They're done. They haven't, and so they're going to need a lot of help. So, yeah. There's your stuff. So back to the sheet, we see Atlanta's trying, but yeah, there you go. I would lean Atlanta here. Let's go look at pitchers. That matters more than anything. So this is Outlier. Link in the pin comment. Go click it, slime. Go get you a week for free. It's there. So we want pitchers, and we want this game, and we see it is Joey Wentz going up against Montero. So neither team strikes out a bunch, so we want earned runs only. Obviously, let's do that. Put those 2 up there. And we see we got a 2 average in our last 5, but it's very boomer bust. We have some zeros, and then we have a 4 and a 5. That ain't good. I don't like that. Then Joey Wentz 3-8 in his last 5. Bruh, these are not good pitchers. What's the over-under? 9. All right, cool. Let's look at matchups. Let's see what we got. Bullpen down. Montero versus Bravos over 2, nothing else. Righties for the Braves, there you go. They're about average. And then Detroit versus lefties. They got some good hitters versus lefties. And then Joey versus Detroit history. Torres is a home run, 1 for 3. Outside of that, a lot of nothing. So we're going to leave those off right there. Let's focus on the HRR and see if there's anybody with the bats doing good. Probably for Atlanta. Let's see, a bunch of hits. We got Acuna is at 2.5, and he is at 80%. Torque's at 1.5, Profar's 1.5, Olson's 1.5, and Kim's 1.5. All right, so let's see. Acuna's at 3.6 and 2.7 on a 2.5 with a plus 132. I don't think so. 1.5 maybe, but not 2.5. I don't care. No. Torque is at 3 and 2.4. Don't love that one. Profar 2.4 and 2.2. Don't love that one. Very consistent, but don't love it. Olson 5.8. Yeah, 5.8. And 4-1. Yeah, we like that one. You're going to go on the list. That's the play. I don't care. Kim's at 4-2 and 2.6. 4, look, that's pretty good too. We're taking Olson. We're doing just like we did with, who was it a couple days ago? I can't remember who it was now. But if they're this hot, we just take them until they fail. Lyles, we did that for Lyles last week, and we did somebody else, I can't remember. So we're going to take Olson over 1.5 HR. I know it's 130. I don't care. I'm taking it because very consistent crushing happening. I do like the over in this game as well, and I will be live betting the hell of this game. So Olsen is our play. Let's move on next. All right, next up, let's go ahead and do the doubleheader because technically Minnesota is the next game up. They're hosting Cleveland in game one, and you see there will be another game down here tonight where they play each other again right there. So we'll do both of them right now. That way it just makes it easy. So if you're new here, I tend to not play doubleheaders because too much shenanigans happens in these games. Batters get pulled out for rest issues, bullpens get used weird. It's a bunch of weird stuff. It throws people off. So I tend not to play them. And when I do, I tend to lose. So that's why I don't play them. So we see it's Minnesota 113 with a 7.5. Let's come over here to the spreadsheet. Let's change this over to Minnesota. Now this sheet's going to be the same for both games because this updates in the middle of the night, not between games. So you see our information, our numbers. The only thing's going to be different is our time and everything. So, and our weather prediction for the time. So Minnesota, everything's pretty average here. Minnesota's better at scoring runs, but everything else is kind of just hits, runs, no strikeouts to worry about. Cleveland's on an 8-game winning streak. Damn, guys. Okay, I see you. I see you, Cleveland. Let's go ahead and pop over to the other game. So we'll come back to it. We'll do this. We'll go look at this a second. Let's see. Props. There we go. We want pitchers. That's what we want. Get rid of you and you. Change you over to the Twins and this down. And we got Joe Ryan going up against Saccone. So we want earned runs for you and earned runs for you because I don't, no strikeouts with these two. 2-way for Saccone and 3-6 for Mr. Ryan. Not the best numbers. 2-5, 2-4 is about what we're looking for now from our average pitchers, and anything higher than that's considered good. So they're about below average right now. So bullpen, there's your numbers, which you probably want to take a little bit closer look at because they're going to be used today. You already know they are. So who's rested? You have 2 days rest. A lot of you don't. So Minnesota, what are you going to do for a bullpen? Position players, that's what they're going to do. Lots of rest over here for Cleveland. Good stuff. Okay. So we got Cleveland versus righties. You can see how they've done. Joe Ryan versus Cleveland. You see the information. Bunch of red. There's a couple home runs there. Minnesota versus Saccone. Never faced them. And Minnesota versus righties. I mean, not Minnesota. Cleveland versus righties. There you go. So nothing stands out. Even if this wasn't a doubleheader, I wouldn't take this. So the first game is absolutely most likely a pass. Let's go look at the HR and see if that has anything to help us. Because so far it doesn't. That's a lot of green. Oh my God, it's a lot of green. Okay, we got Jose 1.5. We got Kafus, that's 0.5. We don't do zeros. Royce to 5.9. Lewis, Fry, Ferreira, Luke. Okay, even Bo Naylor's a half. What? Why? Jose is at 3.2 and 2.4. Not bad. Pretty good. Royce is at 2 and 2.4. We could do better. Luke is at 2 and 2.3. We could do better. And then, no, we can't. That's it. So, all right, so the HR will not change at all depending on what game it is because, again, overnight. So those will stay the same on the stats and everything. Spreadsheet stays the same. Let's go ahead and look at the next game for pitchers, though, so we can get an idea. And the odds, how do they change? Let's go look at the odds real quick for game two. Game two's odds are 113 and 8, so nothing really changed. Okay, great. Let's go back, get rid of these two pitchers, and change it over to the other game down here, which is right. My blind. There's no props to the next game. If they don't show up in the list, there's no props. Lovely stuff. So doubleheader's a pass, obviously. So you can play if you want. I'm not playing either side of it. Moving on next. All right, moving on to game technically 4 now. It's going to be Mets and Washington, and we can see the Mets won 2 games down a row. We come over to, where's it at? It's way up here. We got Mets at 239 with an 8.5, and then Mets 1.5 is 114. So big discrepancy in numbers there. Washington's lost 5-0. Their offense is a little stagnant, but they both popped off last night for a good many runs. So over was definitely the key yesterday. We'll see how today goes. 8.5. You see the numbers. They all lean the Mets. Strikeouts are on the table for pitchers from this one. Absolutely. Let's go see who's throwing the ball out there. So this is going to be Mets. And then get rid of this. It's going to be Nolan McLean, strikeouts we got to look at, and Cavalli, strikeouts we got 3.5. Ugh, no, we don't have to look at all of them. So Nolan's been pretty damn good. He's at home versus Washington. Washington's at 10.2 strikeouts per game, which is 27th. These numbers are pretty nice. You haven't faced Washington yet, and you've hit this line 5.5 at minus 130. I like it. 5's his worst, 8's his best. His average is 6.67. Absolutely, that's good stuff. Love that. Cavalli, you are not a strikeout guy. Sorry. So earned runs, you were 3.4. You're not that good. How was your earned runs? 0.83 in 5 games. Yeah, Nolan's awesome. He's good stuff. So bullpen down. We go Nolan versus never faced him. Versus righties, I don't even care. Sorry, I don't. We got Mets versus righties and Cavalli versus Mets. There we go. Let's go look at HR so we can get out of here because I know exactly what I'm taking. I'm taking the strikeout prop. You can't convince me. That's a lot of people hitting green. Oh, over might be on the table too. So we got Soto, we got Lindor, we got Hassel, we got Young, we got Nemo, and a bunch of zeros, and we got Pilanzo. All right. Soto's at 3-2 and 3-1. Great. You want to see things like that for somebody to take. You want to take an HR? There's your guy right there. Lindor is at 3-8 and 2-5. He qualifies as well. Pretty good. Hassel is at 1-8 and 1-9. Get off my list. Why are you here? I don't know. Jacob Young is at 1-4 and 1. Ugh. Ooh. Nemo's at 3-4 and 2-3. Not bad. And Polar Bear's at 4-6 and 2-8. So he's pulling a Olsen basically himself. So, but the question is, do I trust the strikeout prop, or do I want to double dip my chip, or what do I want to do here? There's so many things I want to do here. And I think I want to double dip my chip. I think it is. You know, why not? Because I have a feeling. I got a feeling. Let's see, that it's going to be a good day for New York. So I'm going to take, I want to take the Mets team total. I want to look at that number. What's that number? If it's like 4.5, I'm down. Because that's a lot of Mets hitting the ball pretty well. So not that game. This game right here. So we want Mets. Let's see. Team props. Mets runs. What do we got? Mets over 5.5. 4.5 is 125. I'm down for that. We're going to take the Mets. So it's going to be NYM TT over 4.5 for one play. And then we're also going to pop back over here and go grab. I want Nolan McLean strikeouts. Give me MCLEAN over 5.5 Ks. We're going for both of them, and we're going to move on. Next. All right, moving on to the next game. It's going to be Cincinnati versus the Cubbies. Currently, it looks like we got Cubbies slightly favored 104 with a 9 total. We go spreadsheets, we load them up, and we see they're about the same. There's nothing standing out, except the fact that Cincinnati's average and hits are very low. They're not good. Cubs are doing well there, but everything else is about the same, so nothing really stands out. Maybe Cubs a little bit lean, but not enough for me to want to take it. So Cubs and Reds, what do we have? I know the Reds won yesterday, like 7-4, I believe it was. Littell's going up against Assad today, so we got 2.5 here and 2.5. We don't want strikeouts, neither one's in the red, so nothing to worry about there. 2-6 versus 3. 2-6 and 3-2 is not, that's not great. And 3-4, okay, you're both kind of below average on the pitching area. Bullpen, there you go. Come on down. Littell versus, too far. What do we have for, we got some home runs, we got some averages, nothing too crazy. 0 for 7 from McGuire, that's not good. Other than that, yeah, let's go righties. There's your righties. We got Cincinnati versus righties and Assad versus Cincy. Some home runs as well. This could potentially have some runs in it. What's the total sitting at? 9. What's the weather? Is it blowing in or out? I don't know. Looks like it's blowing in a little bit. It's Cincy though, not Wrigley, so I don't really care that too much. Let's go ahead and check out the HR and see what we got popping over here in this game. And we got very little, actually. We got Hayes, Nico, and Dansby. Nico's been catching for us so much. We like Nico. Good stuff. Hayes is at 2-2 and 2-1. Nico is at 2-4 and 3. See, he's getting to the point where that 0 is affecting things. I don't like it as much. This is great, but I'd rather just probably take it over because I don't like the pitchers, but both bats I know could do stuff. But then again, Nico is really good. And then Dansby, what's Dansby up to? 2 and 2-1? No. Yeah, I'm gonna take Nico off. I'm just not feeling Nico today. I'm just not feeling it. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just not feeling this game. So I'm gonna pass on it completely, show you the spreadsheet one more time. You have fun if you're playing it. I'm moving on next. All right, let's move on from Cincinnati. We're going to bounce over to where are we going next? We're going to Pittsburgh and the A's. Well, the A's are recently eliminated, so we'll see how much they care today. So Pitt versus A's, and currently that is a, well, plus 100 both sides. It's even money. 8.5 is our total. Let's come over here. Pittsburgh's offense is non-existent. A's are very mid. They've won 7-3 last 10. That's cool, but not good enough. Let's go look at the pitchers. Get rid of you and change you over to Pittsburgh Pirates. Morales versus Bubba Chandler. Neither team striking out much, so I don't care about strikeouts. I only care about when they actually strike out much. So both of you, let's see what we got cooking over here. You've only pitched in 2 games. Obviously, you gave up 9 runs in your first game and started game, and then 1 run against Washington because Washington can't hit the ball. So we'll see what happens today. Morales, last 2 games, he gave up 5 and 3. Otherwise, it's a 2-2 average. Not terrible, but bullpen down. Bubba versus, and never faced them, versus righties. There's your A's. Pittsburgh versus righties. There you go. And Morales. game I don't like unless there's an HR play. If there is one, maybe, but otherwise, yeah. To tell you, the last week of the season, there's gonna be a lot of passes. I'm gonna tell you right now, we only take the spots that look good. And yesterday we had 7 plays. That's all we had in 15 games. Today I have 1, 2, 3 in 5 games, 6 games. So it's gonna be like that for the rest of the season. What can you do? Can't do nothing about it. So let's see our numbers. We got Horowitz, we got Butler, and that's about it. So Horowitz is at 2.6 and 2.1. Don't love that. And Butler's at 3.429. Butler's been crushing a little bit. Let's go take a little bit of a peek. How do we think Butler hits against what's his name? So we want Bubba Chandler. We want A's versus righties. First off, let's see how he does there. Where is he at on this list? He is Butler, 253, 767. Don't love those numbers. I'd rather be like Kurtz at a 1-1. I don't love that already. 767. That's the best we can do. Nah. And it's already plus 1.8. That's wait. Where is he at? Up here. 124. Don't love it. Yeah, you can take it if you want, but I'm gonna be smart. I'm not feeling it. I'm just telling you. I just don't feel this game. I'll live bet it, but I ain't. Because live betting, it's a system more than anything. You just look at certain setups and it's like take it, kind of like stocks. You see some something happen, you're like, oh, jump on it. That's what we do in live betting for baseball. Pretty straightforward. So, yeah, I'm gonna pass on some. I'm not loving it. Next from Pittsburgh, let's head on over to Tampa, recently eliminated, facing Boston. So Tampa's now in the tries to ruin someone's season mode. You would think. So let's see what we have in this game. It is basically a pick 'em slightly into Tampa with an 8.5. Why? Who's pitching? Who could be pitching for this? You see the numbers. Tampa can't score. They can hit the ball, but they can't score. Boston can score. But they're just pretty top 15 everything. So that's a slight lean to Boston offensively. Get rid of the pitchers. Change this over. We want the Red Sox. Where are they at? Right there. Got them. Hauser versus Kyle Harrison. All right, 2.5, 2.5. Tampa's 22nd in strikeouts, but I'm not trusting Kyle Harrison. Sorry, when he hasn't pitched since June. He hadn't started games since June, really. So May, June. I ain't. Now I need to know. Have you been in the bullpen, or are you straight coming back from June? Let me look. You were acquired by Boston. You pitched on Wednesday the 10th. Let me show you so you can see it. He did this. Acquired by Boston, but you were San Fran before, and then you pitched 3 innings, but you didn't start. So you had some action in the last 10 days. So better than nothing, I guess. And then we come over here to Hauser, and you see he's up to 2.8. Again, I don't love any of this. Bullpen down. Hauser versus Boston. That's a lot of green. For not much data though. Versus righties. Tampa versus lefties. We know Tampa struggles against lefties. And then Harrison, I don't. Harrison, are you a strikeout dude? Let's take a look. Somewhat, but not enough for me to care. So HR time, load them up. Let's see. Who we got? We got Eaton, we got Yandy, and we got Mr. Simpson and Mr. Story. All right, cool. So we got 2 for each team. 2.8 and 2.1 for Eaton. No. Diaz 3.2 and 2.8. Pretty good actually, but let's see how he hits lefties. I'm kind of curious now. Let's go back over here. Tampa lefties. How does Diaz hit lefties? 281. Don't love that. Could be better. I want a 300 though. I wanted that 309. Simpson's a 309, so Simpson's on here too. But only a 649 OPS, bro. What are you doing? But you don't strike out at all versus lefties. Maybe that might be a play. So we're not taking Andy. Simpson, you see, he's at 3.4 and 2.7. Okay, yeah, we might just take Simpson. He's hot and he does well against lefties. I'm down for that. And then Story's at 3.4 and 2.6, so he's been pretty good too. So I'm gonna go Simpson. I think Simpson's the way to go. We already started everything we know. Simpson over 1.5 HR. It's 125. That's nice. We could work with that. Give me Simpson. We're moving on next. All right, next up we got Miami and Texas, which I had the over this one yesterday, and it hit in the extras. It took extras to hit the over. And hey, guess what? You play till the game is over, and that's how it works. Bad beat if you had the under. Absolute terrible beat. But hey, I take it. I take it all day. So what do we have? Miami, Texas is currently 142 Texas. 9 is our total. We go spreadsheets. We load our information. Again, both offenses are doing pretty good. Average and well above average for Miami. 8 and 2, 1-4 now. Texas has lost 5 now. So much for the playoffs. Bye-bye, playoffs. Bye-bye. Let's go over here, get rid of you, and get rid of our pitchers and see who we have in this one. Let's see. Give me bad pitching. Mazur versus Leiter. Man, Leiter's so good. Instantly, I'm playing. Leiter's good. Mazur, how's Mazur been doing? I know Leiter's actually Leiter's good. You can get to him a little bit. 3.3, 2.21. It's a 2 average, and then Mazur's at 2.8, 4.44, and a 0 versus Detroit. I don't know. These offenses are so good, and they woke up a little in extras. I think they can pop off because they had such a boring game the first 9 innings. So let's see. We have the bullpens. Let's see. We got Leiter, never faced them versus righties. Miami's not bad. Texas versus righties, pretty good. And then Mazur versus Texas, we have very little data. So let's go look at H Otter and see if anybody's worthy of our bets. Anybody's Simpson or Olsen worthy. There's a lot of green for hits. That's what I want to see. Lots of green for an over. So we got Alberto at 0.5. We got Ramirez at 1.5. We got Marcy at 1.5. We got Edwards at 1.5. We got Johnson at 0.5. Wagman at 1.5. Why don't I just say Miami? That is 5 Miami players. Roberto is at 2.8 and 2.3, not bad. Ramirez at 3 and 2.4, not bad. Marcy's at 3 and 2.6, not bad. Xavier's at 3 and 1.9. That's weird for him, but whatever. And then Wagaman is at 2.6 and 2.5. That's all Miami players. Hey, I'm feeling Miami now. Miami's plus 142 though, because they're facing a very stud pitcher. I'm not gonna take the over. It's 9 for a reason though. It's like you can get to Jack. You can get to Jack. How many hits did you get? Your hits gone up too? Yeah. Yeah, you can give up hits. You've been tabbed before a few times, so I leave Miami still. I can get Miami plus 1.5 for 142. I think I'm going to take that. It's a little juicy, I know, but I think I'm going to take this Miami 1.5. We're going to rock with that because we're going to trust that, and we're going to trust the statistics and see that playing great, not so much, average, great. Give me Miami plus 1.5. MIA plus 1.5. And let's move on to the next game. All right, next up is going to be Yankees and Baltimore. So let me load that one up. Yankees 178 with a 9 total. Let's come over here and look at the numbers. Nah, that's not the right game. This is the right game. Ew, disgusting Baltimore offense versus Yankees above average offense. Both teams striking out a ton though. Let's go look for strikeout pitchers. Obviously, do we have them? Do we have them? I don't even know. We're gonna find out real quick. Yankees, B more, and we have Sagano going up against Rodon. Rodon's not a strikeout pitcher no more. I don't care. 3.5, 6. I don't care. 6.5 with a 0%. Not a chance. Let me show it to you. You want to point and laugh? Let me show you. I'm gonna show you real quick how stupid this is. That's a strikeouts last 5 games. Hell, you want to go last 10? There you go. 8 games in a row. He hasn't gone over 6. And you're telling me I'm supposed to take over 6.5? The hell out of here. 8 and 9, cool. Now could he do it? Yeah, the dude has the potential. Look at that. Something's happened in the last so many games. I don't know if he has an injury or he's fatigued or his arm's giving out. Something's happening here where he's not focusing on strikeouts as much, or you just can't get him. I don't know what it is. So we go to Sagano. We see his strikeouts 3.6 on average. We go earn runs with him. He's at 3. Carlos, what's your earn runs, buddy? You've been focusing. Now, it's kind of, it correlates. You see clearly that when he doesn't focus on strikeouts, he gives up less runs. So maybe he changed something. It could be the thing. It's working out nicely because he hasn't gone over in 8 games either. So, hey, whatever. Matchup, bullpen down. Sagano versus Yankees. We have little information, but there is a 4 for 5 for Aaron Judge. That ain't good to be 4 for 5 or somebody. We'll be looking at the Judge here shortly, I'm sure. And we see versus righties. We got Baltimore versus lefties. Yeah. And Rodon versus Baltimore. They do have some history. Gunner's got 2 home runs. He's got 9 at bats. 2 times he hit the ball far. And that's all he's ever done. The rest are outs. So see that. Cool. Let's go look at the H outer and see what do we have. I know we got Judge on here, right? No, we don't. We got Ben Rice is the only one that's not a 0.5. Ben Rice-A-Roni, 2.4 and 2.3. Don't love that one. So, yeah, I'm not touching anything about this game. I, again, don't like it. Every game's open to a live bet, obviously, because I explained it. So, but other than that, no, I'm not taking. You could lean the Yankees, obviously, because the offense, but pitching-wise, he is pitching. He's not pitching for strikeouts. He's pitching for, looks like he's pitching for contact, which means he's getting out of innings better without trying to get strikeouts. Something changed. No one's talking about it. I think I'm going to take the Yankees. Now, they are 178, but I'm not worried about Baltimore's offense at all. Sagano, I think they're going to get teed off on a little bit. Give me the Yankees 1.5. let's go for that. Let's try this out. We're gonna trust. We're gonna trust Rodon, but not for strikeouts. We're gonna trust him to not give up runs. Yankees 1.5. That's minus 110. We're gonna rock with that next. All right, moving on from Baltimore, we're going to Houston and Seattle. Where's that one? I know it's down here, right? It'd be right there. Pick them either way. 8's our total. Cool. Drama, fighting for the playoff position battle. 1 game separating the two. This is like the most fun series going on right now for playoff reasons. Offense great, offense mid to actually below average probably. So Seattle has the advantage offensively. Let's go ahead and pop over yonder and look at our pitchers and see who do we have here. And Marlins and Rangers, and not Marlins and Rangers. What am I saying? Mariners and Astros. Oh God, it's Framber. Investigate that, man. Investigate. Kirby pitcher. Hey, neither one's striking out though. They're both in the yellow, so we're not even gonna look at strikeouts for either one of them. Not today. We just want your earned runs. But you are over in 4 out of 5. That's what you get for cheating and not pitching like you should be. No, I know he's holding back. I know he is. He's too good. He's too good. But shit, maybe he's not good. Oh my God. 7, 6, 5. Yeah, don't be, man. If the day ever comes up this man's investigated, I'm probably gonna feel bad because I've said it like every video for like 3 months now. Every time this man pops up, I'm like, investigate. But look at these numbers. That ain't good at all. Holy shit, that's bad. Kirby earned runs. This is Seattle. Seattle might tee off on Seattle for what's your first inning runs allowed? Seattle Murphy plus 260. Put it on my slip. I want it. Where's earned runs allowed first inning? You're not that bad. Maybe. Maybe. Let's go over here. Bullpen. Valdez versus Seattle. Home run. A lot of red though, but that's when he's good because he's been so good. But right now he is absolutely awful. So no, I don't want none of that. Let's see lefties. You see how they do. Houston versus righties and Kirby versus Houston. There's a home run, but Kirby's been pretty good too. I lean Seattle. Give me Seattle on the money line. Absolutely. Let's check this out. Make sure ain't somebody like Big Dumper out there. Who's on the HRR? It is going to be Crawford and Josh Naylor, the only ones that are not a 0 because Garver is a 0. We don't do zeros. 2-4 and 2-5 for JP, not bad. And Josh is at 3-6 and 3-5. Damn, Josh. Damn. Like I gotta take this now because you 3-6 and 3-5. Yeah, that's crazier than Simpson or Olsen. Yeah, I gotta double dip my chip. I didn't. So I'm trying to not fill up on chips today. So first off, we're going to take Seattle on the money line because it is plus 100, right? Yep. And then we're going to take Mr. Naylor over 1.5 HR at plus 110. Yeah, we're going to take both. We're going to fade Flamber as much as we can. So we're going to take both of those and move on to the next game. All right, moving on from Houston, we're heading over. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 games left. We got KC and Toronto, and KC put up, what was that, 20 runs yesterday? What's KC? I think somebody watched my video because I've been bashing KC offense pretty heavily for like 2 weeks now. They said, all right, enough's enough. We ain't going out like that. That or they really want to make the playoffs all of a sudden. Something. So let's go find that line. It is right here. Toronto 132. 8 is our total. We look at the numbers, and obviously KC got a big bump, but that information is a little skewed when you have all of a sudden run 20. That's, yeah, excuse it a good bit. So 10.2 is pretty good. So no strikeouts to worry about. Toronto's offense is struggling. KC is hot. So let's go ahead and look at some props, see who the pitchers are. Get ready, you two. And going up there is going to be Royals right there. Got him. Noah Cameron versus Shane Bieber. So, earn runs for both. That's all I care about. Do not care about the strikeouts. Cameron is at 3, not bad, and Bieber's at 2.4, better, average, even average, I would say. So, bullpen, we come on down. Noah versus a bunch of zeros. That's a 1 for 6. That's a 1 for 3, 1 for 3. Nothing of note there. Nothing crazy. Versus lefties, you see how Toronto has been this year. We got KC versus righties, and then we got Shane Bieber versus KC. Overall, 3 homers and 24 RBIs for Perez. That's a lot of home runs. So let's see who's over here on the HR front. See if there's anybody worth taking in this game. There probably is, I'm sure. We got Carter Jensen at 1.5. We got a bunch of 0.5s, 0.5, 0.5. Okay, maybe we don't have anything. And then there's a whole thing about, well, if a team has like over 15 runs, I think it is. They tend to not do well the next day, supposedly, but I mean, that's very up in the air. You can do what you want with that. So, um, he's at 4-4, and he's only played in so many games. So 3-4-4, don't love that. So you can take that if you want, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't trust this game. I don't know what Casey's gonna do after that performance yesterday. So I'm gonna pass. We're gonna be smart. Move on. Next. All right, leaving that game, we're heading over to the White Sox hosting the Padres now. San Diego lost to the White Sox. Bums, I'm telling you. That's why I didn't take it yesterday. I left it alone for a good reason. So let's see what we got in this game today. It is right there. There it is. 154 San Diego, 8.5 is our total. We go to the spreadsheet, we look at our numbers, and red versus yellow with some red mixed in. That's too much red. That's just way too much red. Chicago's going to lose 100 games. I just noticed that. Sucks for them. All right, get good. Let's see. Let's go with the pitchers. Get rid of you two. Change you over to White Sox and Fathers. And we got Gomez going up against you. Going up against you. So we want, we actually want you to arbor strikeouts because Chicago is 25th. But I did say I am done with Padres strikeout props because how many times we miss 5.5 don't due to multiple different Padre pitchers. Yeah, exactly. So I'll show it in case you want to be risky, but don't be risky. 5-2 on a 5-5 is not good. Earned runs, ew, you have not been too good. That's not great at all. So that is a 2-8, and then Gomez is at 2-2. So I guess a slight lean to Chicago. I don't know. Then yeah, there's your bullpen. How do you have that many people in your bullpen? That's ridiculous. A lot of people. We got let's see, Gomez versus San Diego. No real data versus righties. San Diego prefers righties, obviously. Chicago versus righties, and Darvish versus. There's a couple home runs out there for Lee and Vargas. Let's go up here and change this over to this game right there. Yep. We have Louis and we have Cronenworth. That's all we have. Yeah, this game is not good. What disgusting. And Cronenworth's at 2-6 and 1-7. This game makes me itch. I don't know why. It's just something about this game. Just this game is ugly. It's not the ugliest game of the day, but it's pretty damn ugly to the point where I'm passing and moving on. Next. All right, moving on to St. Louis hosting Milwaukee. St. Louis got the win yesterday. We come on down. We see the line is Milwaukee 127. 8.5 was our total. We got spreadsheets. We see Milwaukee's numbers are good overall the last 10. St. Louis is very average to below average, so nothing crazy. Let's go props. Load up our pitchers in this one. See if we have anything good to do in this one. Cardinals, and we have Patrick going up against Mikolas. I guess we can look at Patrick's strikeouts, even because St. Louis is 23rd, but he's not really. I guess he could be. That's good numbers. We'll grab our runs from Mikolas over here. Patrick earned runs. Damn. 8, 7, 6. He's only at 3.5. Why? Why are you at 3.5? Why are you at 3.5? What do they know that we don't know? Someone knows something. I don't know what it is because he's averaging 5.2 on the year. 105. Huh. Suspicious. Very suspicious. You're at 2 on the earned runs. Let's go matchups and find out. Bullpen down. Mikolas versus Milwaukee history. There's some home runs scattered in there for some people. A lot of red, though. A lot of red. Nothing too crazy, except for Contreras having a 438. That's pretty bad. Pretty awesome. So, other than that, nothing. Okay. First righties, that's what they do. St. Louis first righties, and Patrick versus. They don't tee off on them. Did they just misprice this line? What? They don't misprice lines usually. So, what? Why? That was more okay. Head to head. Okay, you had 2 when you faced them in April. If you're making a line based on a game in April, I hope to take the money from you because this is what you've done last 10. You've been pretty damn good. I'm putting Patrick on the list. I don't even care. So, Patrick over 3.5 Ks. Oh, he might have 4 Ks by the second inning. Maybe. He's pitching great. So, all right, let's go look at HR. Anything in here we're taking? Let's see. Cardinals, and we have a bunch of hits. We have Donovan. We have Sal. We have Pedro, Sagase, and Burleson. So, yeah, okay. Cardinals are doing good offensively with a few players. Okay, that's 3 and 2-2. Not good enough for me. Sal's at 4 and 2-7. That is good enough, but I don't like the red. Too much red. Pedro's at 1-8 and 1-4. Not bad. And then Sagase is at 2-8 and what? 2-7. Does qualify, but I'm going to take, oh, I forgot Burleson. 3. and 2 5s. Yeah, they're all doing decent. I'm taking this play. I'm taking Patrick. I'll pay to find out what's happening. If it's wrong, it's wrong. Whatever. Don't care. Patrick to get 4 strikeouts. Next. Okay, so from there we got the worst game of the day. Angels in Colorado. Shield your eyes. Hide your kids. Don't let them see it because it's disgusting. It's ugly out there. So it is 122 Angels, 11.5 because the spreadsheets look like that. Not good. Look at all the red. 2 worst strikeout teams, 2 terrible averages, hits, 19th in runs all of a sudden. Good job, Angels, but you lost 8 in a row and you won. It's disgusting. That's all it is. Absolutely. I want zero part of this game. Zero part. Yeah, no, not a chance. I don't want nothing to do with it. Don't care. Marquez at 3.5 runs. We'll look at strikeouts for him. Kyle Hendricks, 3.5 runs. We'll look at strikeouts because that's we have to by law. How do you not get strikeouts? Huh? How do you do that? That takes talent. That takes real talent. How do you do that? That's your earns. What's your strikeouts? Okay, how do you get a 0? What the hell is wrong with you pitchers? I don't know. I'm confused. Anyways, bullpen down. Marquez, you see the numbers. See Angels versus righties, Colorado versus righties, and Hendricks versus. Have fun. Have fun with it. Don't do it. Actually, no, don't even do it. Don't play it. I don't care what happens in the game. Don't touch it. Leave it alone. Look at that. There's no HR. I'm lie. Christian Moore has an HR. The only one on the whole thing. And he's at 2.4 and 1.9. Absolute garbage, trash, disgusting. Put it by the curb. Let the garbage man pick it up and take it to the dump. That's where this game belongs. Next. All right, we got 2 games left now that I rinsed my mouth out from that disgusting game we just did. We move on to Arizona and Philadelphia. A much nicer game, a much better game, more talent in the game. So currently it is 105 for Arizona with a 9 total. We come to the spreadsheet, we look at our numbers. Yeah, that's what I want to see, a bunch of ones. Yeah, offense, baby. Good stuff. No strikeouts to worry about. Good stuff. Let's go look at some pitchers. Come on, give me some bad pitchers in this game too. That'd be beautiful. I doubt it because these 2 teams know how to win. Aaron Nola going up against Zach Gallen. So Nola's earned runs are at 3.6. That ain't good. He did shut down the Mets, but KC got to him for 6 last time out. We want earned runs for Gallen, and you've been pretty good. So one gets teed up on, the other one doesn't. One's number 1 in offense though, so we'll see. Bullpens, come on down. Gallen versus Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh. I keep saying Pittsburgh. Philadelphia. I see the P now. I get lazy, I guess. I don't know. 1 for 8, 1 for 7. Those aren't good averages, guys. That ain't 1 for 6, 1 for 6. Okay, Gallen does pretty good against Philadelphia. Well, I'm saying Pittsburgh. I'm tired. I need more coffee. So you see the averages and everything. We go Arizona versus righties and Aaron versus Arizona. A couple home runs from Marte. That's it. 9 at bats, 2 home runs. 2 home runs from McCarthy with a 4.55. I'm leaning Arizona heavily all of a sudden, and it's going to be 101 damn degrees. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm leaning Arizona. I know it's indoors. But still, it's still hot outside. So hey, whatever. Oh man. What's the HRs this one? And let's see. We have nothing. We have Corbin. Corbin's the only one doing anything. Oh my god. Maybe just hit Corbin. 2.6 and 1.9. Absolutely not. I can get Arizona. Arizona's favored 105. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take Arizona money line. Just AZML. Nothing crazy. Just Arizona win the game. We're gonna do that, and we're gonna move on to that last game. All right, moving on to the last game. It's gonna be San Fran and the Dodgers, and currently we get Dodgers 210, 8.5, usual stuff. Come over here, see the numbers. One's way better than the other. Clearly, they just clinched though, so they had bottle popping last night. So do we fade them again? It worked for the Cubs. We faded them after they clinched. They lost the next game. I can see the Dodgers losing this game, even though statistically they shouldn't so far. Let's go look at the pitching. So see who we got going out there for the pitchers with these 2. So you change over to a U, and we got Glasnow going up against someone. Highway Tang is going out there, and if I remember correctly, he hasn't been the best. So let's zoom out and look at his stuff. There he is. He is a righty. We come on down, and actually last game he pitched great. 4 innings, 0 earned runs. Yeah, 6.224. He got good in the last game, so that's always fun to take. Yeah, I can tell you right now, we're not taking the Dodgers. We're going to be leaving them alone, if anything. Glasnow strikeouts, we don't care about. Why no earned runs, huh? Why no earned runs? That's fine. I don't want them. I don't need them because we're just going to go straight to history. So let's see. History is right there. Bang. And we got bullpen v. bullpen down. Glasnow versus San Fran. Historically, home run on there. 3 home runs. You see the stats. versus righties. That's San Fran. Dodgers versus righties, and Tang has never faced the Dodgers. So HR potentially could be this one. Let's see if we have anything good here in this game. And we have some few. We have Ohtani at 2.5. We got Andy, and that's all we got. Ohtani, what you doing, buddy? 3-2 and 3-2. We might just take Ohtani. Let's see how he does. Andy's at 3-2 and 2-8. Not bad. I think Ohtani plus 104 for 2.5. You know what? I want to roll the dice. Now you pop bottles though. But I don't see Ohtani's one really popping bottles. I don't know. He might spend the weekend at the casino. I don't know what he's gonna do, but hey, ooh, should we be smart? Let's fade the Dodgers completely. Watch them come out super flat and do absolutely nothing today. That's my thought. They pop bottles. Cubs came out flat. It's a thing. Like you celebrated, we made the playoffs. Now what? You lost. That's what happened to. So if anything, San Fran might win, but I ain't gonna play it. We're gonna leave it alone. We're gonna be smart. So let's go back to the schedules. We're done. Today's Saturday. It's a weird day. There's 16 games. I'm not doing a money line parlay. I don't have that many plays to begin with. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm okay with 10 out of 16. Not bad. I figured it'd be more passes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 passes, but I have double dipped my chip several times. So yeah, happens. So tomorrow will be Sunday. Look at Monday. Oh my God, only 3 games. Tomorrow will be Sunday, and you can see on the schedule a lot of day games. That's Sunday baseball for you. I appreciate being here. Drop a like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you're playing, if you're playing anything, if you're tailing, if you're fading, whatever. Check out the HQ if you want the plays in a nice typed out list, or if you just want access to the spreadsheets, or you just want to come chat it up in Patreon when we do some live betting. It's all there. So other than that, check out Outlier, and I will see you tomorrow for some more MLB. Peace.